Now, do you have a youth pastor at your church currently, or youth volunteers?
When I first got here, we did have a part-time youth pastor. He also did the worship. Now we have a team of about 4 or 5 adults who work together. Most of them have no experience in youth ministry. What had happened, we actually merged 2 churches, and when we merged, my youth pastor was leaving, and they were the team doing the youth at the other church, so it was just kind of a good fit.
Worked out really well.
I would say I have probably been too hands off with them. I've tried to give them their space because they're all in their 30s. So it's not like, when I started, I was 22 years old. I had no life experience. I was an idiot about things. They're all in their 30s. They've all got kids. So I don't have to worry about them leaving a kid at the amusement park. I don't have to worry about them, because they have their own kids. I do think that I've got to be more hands-on as far as training them in, just some things in youth ministry. How do you prepare, a youth talk? None of them have any formal training in that. So I think that's something that I've got to do a better job of. And that's all aspects of ministry in the church, is making sure that your people have the resources they need, that they're trained and able to do, what you're asking them to do. But I have a great relationship with that whole team. But that is weird being on. I do make sure that I try to be very intentional in regular encouragement and telling them I appreciate them, in public praise of them. That's not everybody's love language. That's just I try to make sure that they're not just off on an island somewhere. And again, that goes back to what I said earlier of having this intergenerational church. I don't know how they would say. And it's hard because they all work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So it's not like I can call them up, hey, we're going to go grab lunch today. So that is something we're working on, and maybe you can interview me again after I figure it all out.
So do you think, though, I kind of got bits and pieces there that I would assume that you would say being a youth pastor before obviously helps you, prepare them, interact with them, whereas maybe if you had it, you would both kind of be a little lost maybe on where to go there. So.
Oh, yeah. I think definitely being a staff pastor, and not just being a staff pastor. I was at a church where there was multiple staff, and I was at a church where it was just me and the pastor. So I've kind of got that. I know what it's like to work with a large team, and I know what it's like to work, and that has been really invaluable. And I would say that all 3 senior pastors I worked under could not be more different people in the entire world. And so I was very, very blessed to serve at 4 great churches with some great men. A lot of guys have really bad horror stories, but I've been pretty blessed for the most part.